So you don't have to prop them, whatever, they can be in any position. But notice I can't lift him up and go the other side. Now his head is really hard to the side. So, but I'm just sort of putting him where he likes to be. I can see if I can put him in center, but see, I don't think, see, it's hard to bring him to the, so even if I bring his head to center, see, he's trying to go back.
Sensor.
He doesn't care.
Kelly doesn't even care.
So it's hard to cross the heel over midline. He's doing it a little bit. He's already responding to my touch, but it's the knee, see? Just lack of the rotation. The knee here is a little bit better. See the difference with the left knee? See how the foot goes boom, boom?
Yeah.
Versus this knee. Even if he's out, so it's not that the right leg wants to tuck. And then see the left foot is much better. See that?
Yeah.
Can you see that? He's thinking about going to sleep again, but that's fine. So again, rotation through the elbow. Wrists are pretty fixed, at least on the right. Okay, so now I'm into a system.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
You're feeling rotation back.
Right now, good. If you notice any kind of input I'm giving, he wants to move the pelvis with. So most when a baby right now, everything you do to them, stimuli, they should counterbalance, not go same. See that?
Mm-hmm.
But that'll change. Everything that I'm talking about is going to change like in 2 minutes or whatever. I mean, as long as I can keep him getting.
So he's moving more as just like one unit versus countering.
What happens, unfortunately, a lot of it can happen either with C-section or just the IVs and stuff too. So see how the spine won't twist, so he wants to go into inflection?
Yeah.
But see, that's how attuned he is, though, with my movements with him, that he's, I wouldn't say fighting me is the word, but he's responding in that way, instead of just letting his rear end flop back. So I've got to go slow enough. This is where the slowness comes in, to get the startle out of his system. So see how he literally is talking to me. Was she jealous of me, too?
She's jealous of that. Maybe. Tiffany says he struggles quite a lot. He's always got that.
Right, because he doesn't know how to balance. So there, see the knees starting to lift up?
Oh, wow.
So his tailbone's now shifting. See there? Look at the difference. See, now that's the spine that just, so if you go back and do the same movement, see now the spine's going in, see?
Oh my goodness.
The difference?
Yeah.
Now the pelvis is still going forward, but see how he's trying to figure it out? And there's a lot more movement.
Wow.
But see, you can see really where the chest is, but slow, slow, slow. There he goes. But see, this positioning, they wombed him at St. Joe's and put his hand on the pacifier, right? Like they did with Max. So now I'm going to get my thumb underneath the chest cavity and start messing with the sternum while I'm working with the lower chest cavity in the back. So what I'm slowly doing here is stuff that Ariana really needs to work on. But I'm lifting up the chest cavity, rotating as the floaters comes in. Mm-hmm. So I'm working on this rotation here. And that would be a pre-crawler airplane. So when he's on his belly, his chest rotates, that lower back goes in, he can bring his head up. Well, if it's not going to happen here, it's not going to happen in the tummy time, so the head will go down instead. So there we go. See the chest?
Movements are starting to get so fluid.
There we go. So see how now he's already breathing much better? And also he's not as high. You see how even laying on his side, he's starting to sink down almost into the bed? And his suck reflex just changed. There we go. So now, no, I went too quick. So let me go in here and just work. So I'm working on the input of the pelvis. See, this is where the contractions would have come in. See that? See how you get the contraction on the pelvis, lift up through the chest cavity towards the head. That's extension. Towards the vaginal delivery, do you see that? So all I'm doing is sort of putting in those sensations that maybe he didn't get, or maybe he did get, but maybe not clear enough with your delivery. So I'm going to see if I can take my hand away if he's good. So now I'm going to rotate the knee into the pelvis and see where it gets me. There we go.
Wow, look at his sucking. So strong. Did you suck like that before?
That's it. See the synchronizing of the crawl?
Yeah.
Knee coming in, going down. So now I'm going to quickly just give a little rotation to the foot. Just say hello. See right there? See, there probably was an IV. See how he started a little bit on the foot. But again, it could be my touch. Maybe sometimes just startle. I hope Graham's keeping up. There we go. So now see, pressure onto the foot, coming back down. See how that's walking?
I'm just laying here. He looks so different.
Well, yeah. Now look at the difference. See?
I see. He looks so much
See
more
there. Whoops. No. Let's see. Come on, baby. What I'm trying to do now is blossom the pelvis out so the foot comes to the floor. See, he's not used to pressure of the foot to the floor. See? So I let him have his reaction. Ooh, I finally got mine in. That's... See now, there's extension through the chest cavity. See how he can lower his pelvis down. But see, this is coming up to sitting, eventually. So just go back. See, the arm is out more. But see, now I can go. A little bit of bearing weight. A little bit of bearing weight. See, this is why I want to document all these little baby movements.
This is so powerful.
Bearing weight. That's it. See, there you go. Pelvis can totally
Oh my
rotate around the
goodness.
wrist. Do you see that?
So these at 5 weeks, I know it's early, but should they be naturally doing all of this?
What they'll naturally be doing is just all of this. But if they're in inflection,
They won't even expect.
where's this coming from?
Yeah.
See, now look at the difference of him just lying down, you know?
Amazing.
Now he can have 2 more ounces. It can go. I'm not trying to stuff your baby, but as you can see, I really don't let kids cry when I see like, oh, they crying through therapy is normal, and I'm like, oh, not my boat.
But he can
See
hold.
now how much nicer now the spine is. See, I can go through extension.
That looks so.
I'm telling you, you get to these little infants, and again, he's a typical child that would have been, you know, I wouldn't say slipped through the system, but I mean, he just, you know, things just would have been, you
What
know,
is your
he wouldn't be
guess?
a pro baseball player, let's say, because his timing would be off or whatever. He would probably have done fine, but with this way, look at that. See, there we go. Oops, he's just a little bit of a fight. But see how the brain knows when it's, and that's his job, is just to react to my stimuli. But see now, see he's pulling the knee up through the
Oh
knee.
my goodness. That's neat.
So I'm going to see if I can just go over on the other side. It's okay. You got the goods. You got the goods if you need. My doctor was really good. She's like, they don't go to college with pacifiers. It's overrated. Just when they grow out of it, they grow out of it.
Tiffany's also worried about him being a little bow-legged. Do you think?
Well, now the
It's-
hips won't be pulling in so much, so
So
we'll
that's
see.
what
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Do you have any questions? You can ask me.
she's
Lots. Lots of questions.
See now the difference of the
Oh
rotation
my
through the chest cavity.
goodness.
You can have the film too. Don't worry about the I can get you my.
I think she's trying to.
But see how that's crawling, that's walking, that's swimming, all of these movements. So I mean, if they don't have it or present, I'm not saying he should go swim. But my whole premise is this: if you don't see it here, you're not going to see it later. And kids don't learn these movements. They should just naturally experience it by, oh, there's my pacifier out there versus, you know, everything being. And that's where the sight improves, like what we're doing with Ariana.
But you like what you see now. Would he still be relatively any developmental delays? I mean, or
No, because he's responding
So
neurologically so fast. I'm not concerned about that. Again, however, he's not the kid now to leave in a car seat for 9 hours.
yeah.
Because he was already, you know, but that's what a lot of parents do because he cries so much and he's calmer there. You know,
And
I'm not saying you do, but I'm just saying that's just.
And so-
I don't ever let him cry it out. I always when he's crying, I always have him in my arms.
No, I know that, but I'm saying a lot of people end up in the car seat
Yeah,
and they just sit
That's
there
right.
and
That's right.
kick.
He hates it, right? And swaddling is not. They
The womb's
swaddle.
gone. Now again, you want a good night's sleep, so does she. I get it, but the more it can be. But again, before he probably just startled too much, and he had to be swaddled.
Signal.
But see now, see the balance in the diaphragm to go around to the knees now
my
and then come back down. So see how nice that is that he's just rotating.
Yeah.
But see, that's that weight transfer, that transition. You see it just so much easier in a baby.
Oh my goodness.
And see now, let's see if he'll start. What I'm doing is the same now to the sternum crossing midline, and so he's slowly bringing the in between the scapulas to the ground. You see
I
that?
see.
And then coming back, see he's
Oh,
coming
look at
back
him,
on his
look.
hand. But see if he doesn't have to see, watch this area. I'm very careful with the breath. Oh, I think he's about to do a diaper maybe. Maybe that's why.
Look at that face and the
But see
turn.
now how I can extend the chest and then rotate back. Nice and slow. See how the head's learning to roll around. This is where the infants get the flat heads. There we go. We can go around.
Look at you.
Let the
stretching.
diaphragm,
Oh my
integrating all that
goodness.
breath, rolling around. I had the best job or what?
You are.
Let him
miracle.
just coming back down around. But see now how the hands can come out now.
Yeah.
So now let's see where he's at. See now with the pelvis, the legs are coming down to the table.
Yeah.
Head centered. So no more concerns of torticollis if there was any. See now the feet, the toes are coming out. It's okay, it's okay. I gotta tilt that pelvis. Oh, shush, 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 shush. Boy, you just don't like being on your back. It's okay. I want to conquer that fear. It's okay. We'll go on this side. Okay. See, there's extension. See that?
Wow, he's sucking really hard.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let's just see how.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. You're gonna knock my finger.
I don't think I did this ankle. That's what I'm going back in now. This is the one that was more needing the detailed work. To the knees, the chest. So you feel it in the sucking?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's it.
I wish all the time she could have met Ariana Lucia.
I wish I had me for my own son.
I know. She could just, this is why we're so determined to get this book.
So now I'm trying to counter it. That's it. Foot to knee.
Oh my goodness.
See, I'm just going with his natural patternings. But
So why is this affecting the sucking so
why,
much?
but why not? If you sit there, okay, contract your feet right now, contract your knees, and try to suck.
Yeah.
But now let everything go, even in that position, and just think of sucking. It just
naturally.
he's lying down. He should just be like, he's a baby. He's not like worrying about the mortgage, shopping at Walmart. But I mean, if we continue to look at infants as if their brain is developed to our needs, it's ridiculous. So he cries. The only reaction, the only help you get as a mother is just go swaddle him and, you know.
They don't, nobody knows. I mean, Tiffany, until she started talking, was like a, just a little preemie and everything. Just,
Well, I didn't mean to get you upset.
I'm
she's blown
just
away.
in awe of everything.
It's cool though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm speechless.
But people watch the video and they go, well, that won't happen with my kid. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll flip him in a second to work on his head. Okay. But see now why it has to be that gentle? I couldn't just sit here and toss him like a pizza.
That's what we do at the hospital. Manhandle the babies.
Well, you're not taught touch. Touch is actually more and more just, in a sense, illegal. A teacher can't pat the kid on the back. They can't. I'm not looking for an emotional response. I'm not hoping he will like me. I don't want him crying during his first lesson because he's been through a lot. So yeah, right now I'm going to give him a bottle, an iPad, whatever it takes just to calm him in a way so I have my way with him. But would I expect that of you all the time with him? Heck no. I'm just looking to, there we go. See, now the pelvis can do all of that. But I really, every baby needs this. You can't do harm. I mean, this is just, can you imagine? There we go. See? Now
I
the
do
feet can come
whatever.
behind the spine. See that? Totally. But see how I'm touching him in a way? Yeah, he'll startle once in a while as a baby would, but not, I'm not hurting him in any way. But I don't know why I figured this out. I just did. But when I realized the one day it was rotation, she doesn't, you know, it's traumatized in my son, and I'm like, it can't be that simple. And I kept going back to it, and I'm like, I think I have it. And honestly, Joy and I just started talking, and I said, God, just wrote this great chapter. Don't judge me. It's not typoed. Please don't share this with anybody. But it was on breathing because we were, and just worked out. I'm not looking for tummy time just yet. I get it that you're only 5 weeks old. Let me come around to your other side now. Let me flip you. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, such a sour puss. I know the fingers aren't just gonna do it. We're coming. Oh, I know. Yes. Oh, shush. So now I'm gonna come into those neck muscles. There we go. Oh yeah, you need that. All I'm doing here is see how I have my finger in his mouth, just like we're doing, and then I'm rotating that neck around the jaw. See the rotation through the back of the head. But see that again is the breastfeeding. Just see that right there, how the head would turn around. So now he has a hard time going to the left then on the chest.
Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah.
He always goes perfectly on the right, but on the left side he always has a hard time.
Yeah. I had to think because it's like baby's this way, breast this way, which way? It's like Skyping with her. I'm like, move your right, no, the left hand.
Holy.
And he can be right here again. So he's bearing weight on his hands, just like I'm running his elbows, just like I'm doing. So now I'm going to do his head.
She's like, Tiffany's here, Michelle's here. Why are they not paying attention? Hi, baby. We're watching TV.
So all I'm doing here is just telling his system I'd like its participation. See the breathing changes? Look at all that just from the head work. Do you see it?
Oh my God, like such deep breaths.
Oh my God, Michelle.
I still don't understand the head work that you do, how it affects the rest of the system.
Aren't you a little scared because there's like that part of the head of babies that are so soft that it's
Oh,
just...
sweetheart.
This is oh, sweetheart.
That's my touch.
Oh my God.
That blanket's probably putting more pressure on him than my fingers. As someone said to me once, it's like touching butter without leaving the fingerprint. See, I'm not this. It's just... See, there's no...
Yeah.
Someone gave me a silk scarf in India. She goes, it's not the design, it's not the pattern. She goes, this is your touch. And it literally like floated.
That's amazing.
That's so sweet. And true.
She works in a little village. Her husband does Siddha Ayurvedic medicine and she does the body work. And she just found that what she was trained to do was a bit rough on the kids. And somehow, and I was like so ignorant, I'm like, wow, you get internet there? She's like, we're not that bad. And she's been emailing me and I said, I'm in Mumbai. And she's like, done. And she watched, she was the only one I let her to watch me for the week. And she was like a flower on the wall. She just was great. She's so cute. She just sent me an email. I'm thinking with you and sending you so much love. But I have a question.
That's amazing.
So right there, you can see the tension or feel it through the forehead.
Just stops. Right?
Yeah. That's it. Just think about it.
Look at him. Oh.
He's responding so well.
That's what they do.
All the babies respond.
It's like a little magnet. They just...
I see what you mean now, Joy.
In terms of.
In terms of you wanting to be here so you can be with Michelle a lot more.
Yeah. Can you blame me?
No, I can't.
I could turn back time and be you. But he's at that perfect age where it just all goes in, like everything.
All babies had this, I'm telling you, and just 2 lessons, they would just be different kids. See, now look at how the neck's coming out. He can reach up. First time I've seen his neck. But all I'm doing is, you can see how I'm just tilting the skull on the top of the spine.
Uh-huh.
There we go, that's it. See, now I can get circles.
Oh my goodness. Look at him go. Wow. Look at all of this.
So now look at the
movement.
difference of just touching the forehead.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
This is so awesome.
See, now I can just, see, now that's a head.
Oh my goodness. I want to see before and afters. Like maybe.
Neat, huh? And the release happens, or whatever you want to call it. That's it, see? Now he can sit up and do stuff.
Yeah.
But see, now you can start going a little fast. Not harder, just a bit more fast. There you go.
Wow.
Wow.
That was really good.
Hi, baby.
Oh
Oh,
my goodness. Oh,
Bless you.
Oh.
Bless you.
and see how he can just sleep in
His
and out.
eyes moving.
There you go. Now those are eyes.
Those
Hello.
are beautiful.
How are you?
Who are you?
I still laugh. There's a baby who woke up at my, table in Bhutan, and he's like, I'm like, yes, I'm old and I'm white. She's like, he's not thinking that. I'm like, he's never seen a white person before. Yeah, he is. He's like, I've just seen a ghost. Mm-hmm. You know what it's like to be a tad calmer. I'm not going to feed you. I was actually just working on his palate there a little bit. I hope you don't mind me sticking my fingers in his mouth. That's it. There you go. We got spine. See?
Oh my goodness. Look at that.
See, I'm just pulling the head off all of a sudden. I don't mean to pull all the head off, but you know what I mean. There we go. We got tongue out.
He's moving so much.
Wow. See, they don't have judgment though. He's like, this is cool.
This is fun.
But see, he's not used to looking over there. See how I'm just making him
Yeah.
successful? He's like, what's this? I gotta...
Hi.
That's it.
Where did Mom take you today?
Finish the roll. That's rolling to you right. Just want to see him on this side a little bit. And honestly, you're worried about a soft spot. These things are meant to come out of a vaginal canal at, like, speed of light. So you just have to honor and stay with that system. Like him to just be happy on his back. Let's see if we can do that.
What do you think is causing him not to be?
Whatever. Probably just didn't have enough experience. Usually in the NICU they put him on their sides, right side, left side. So it's just, he's just not used to his chest expanding in that direction. So
Alright. The tribe is restless.
The tribe is restless.
Well, we were thinking about letting them go home and then
Michelle's having
maybe you
great-
can take me home.
Yeah, of course. Did you take a bite?
Oh, you want some?
He's just about done. That's it. See the sternum, rotation of the sternum with the head. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Right through the, just below the clavicles. Joy's now going to find about 10 more babies.
There was no ice cream in that bite.
I know.
But yeah, this is like Independence Day. Let's do that again. Wow. There he is. See? You can see Kelly. See? Yes.
Was it right or was it?
That's very good.
Okay.
Babe, will you have it?
Huh? No, again.
I just want a bite. I'll take one more bite.
See how fast now he's getting to the head. I'm just going with it. He's doing all that.
So you're telling me that he's moving by himself?
Oh yeah, let him go.
Holy moly.
See the arms are up now? See all the opposition of gravity, all the stuff you can do now? Chest is flat now. He's looking.
Hi, handsome.
Let me just get this right arm a little bit. Yeah, that's your hand, dude. He's like,
What is that?
yeah, I know. That's it.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Those fingers look really good.
That made a difference. Doesn't take much, really.
If you know what you're doing, like you.
Wow. You're starting to see it so much better. What's the difference?
You see it so distinctly. And the results are immediate.
I get it that I have my fingers between the ulna and the radius and between the, but that's not, I'm just looking at the whole.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, he just didn't have his head to this side, so he's just the way he's fingers in the mouth. So he's totally learning his proportions and all that with his right side now. He's on his back, he's happy that way, so that's my main.
He was never happy that way.
You never had Michelle touch.
But now I'm going to flip him around one more time. Sorry, Kelly, because I want his pelvis to pop.
So his legs being crossed. His
That's
ankles
what-
being crossed.
Well, that's what I wanted to do now.
Oh my goodness. He's so. Wow.
Gosh.
So I'm just bringing in the pelvis. Ah, see right there. Not that it's tight. Again, when I go to do a circle, this would be riding a bike. See, but right there, there's just a little glitch. But it's really like unlocking the safe. I don't know how else
What
to-
could be causing that glitch?
You know what? That's where people thinks X marks the spot. You know,
Why?
to sit there, it was to say the C-section, it was the swaddle, it could have been the one IV, he could have had been where he's constipated. Do you know what I mean? That's not the point. It's just that how can he move more efficiently? That's all I'm looking for.
Okay. He did have an IV on his foot.
But I mean, again, he could have had a constipation, it could have been the gas where he just wants to, that's my point. Each system's different. And what they're looking for, again, is the X. If it's not genetics and his life is not medically fragile, he's good to go. As long as you're pooing, eating, and sleeping. There we go. There's one kink in the back. We do that so you can... Baby back bends. There we go.
Wow.
See, arms down. Wave in the chest. Whee! See if that helped that kick. It's like his feet grew back to it. Get sun tight.
Tiffany was also where he's so long. That caused me like he's so tall for his.
He is now because the chest is opening up.
Yeah.
But see, now he's in a more practical ATNR where he's going in and out of it. which at 5 weeks is just fine. So you can just come in and out of. But people just don't realize that that IV's placed that day a certain way, and that's the day he's decided to move his foot, and he can't because it's preoccupied. He'll find another way of moving that foot, but it won't be the way that, you know,
He's supposed to.
a child.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is saying, see, this is breastfeeding. This is the, you know, I'm just bringing, I call them developmental movement patterns. But I think 0 to 3 months with these kind of movements are crucial. But see, look at that now with the feet synchronizing up and stuff.
It's amazing.
See, there we go. That's what I was looking for. See, that's opposing gravity, see? So now he'll be able to walk just fine. Because he can. So. But now too, you know to keep an eye on him. That's the whole point, is to just play with him like this and just see. But see how much nicer now he's not upset anymore and stuff. But this is where people go, it's colic, and you gotta watch your food, and you're this, and. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I'll go in and out and just watch him. So now, I don't know if you wanna feel him up now and just feel the difference. But the way he's grabbing his paw again.
He's hungry.
Get, well, I mean, he might not be, but you see that? That's a pre-crawl. All that stuff he's just doing right now. And he'll still go over to the left side and the right side.
Bless you.